Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. MXP here. Today I will show you in the video how to make a 3D video with a drone. If you don't know what a 3D video is, I will show you right away. There are 4 rules you need to follow to make this shot. The first one is that the main subject must remain still throughout the shooting. You need to take at least 4 pictures of the shots, and each picture must be at equal distance from each other. Be sure to be on the same plane too. And the subject on this plane must be perpendicular throughout the shooting. Now, on the remote controller, I'm using for this shot my Mini 3 Pro, which I'm carrying everywhere with me. So here is my subject. I'm switching to Cine mode to be sure that my moves will be smooth, and since I want to post it on Instagram, I'm switching the gimbal to vertical mode. I'm moving my drone to the first position. Be sure to be in photo mode, and for this one I'm using 48 megapixel shots, since it will give me more range and more quality of the shot throughout the shooting, and that will make the edit easier post-production. I've taken the first shot, then I just need to move a little on the left to take a second shot. Be sure to have the one point of your subject in focus throughout the shooting. We'll keep this point as the main point for moving the shots into Photoshop. Here are my first 4 shots. I'm gonna take another series to be sure that everything is set and perfectly aligned. So once again, autofocus, 1, moving left 2, moving left 3, moving left 4. I'm gonna take 5 shots for this one. As you can see, I'm in auto. I could have switched to manual mode to be sure I have the same light, but here, since I'm on a very low pace of time and it will not take me that much time to complete the full series, you can keep it manual. Another trick I'm giving you is that you can use hyperlapse to shoot this kind of 3D shots. Maybe tell me in the comments if you need another drone tip about it and how to make this 3D video with hyperlapse mode, and I will show you in the next video. As you saw, it's really fast to do the shooting with the Mini 3 Pro. All you need to do is to keep your subject still. Of course, with a church it's quite obvious. Then move left or right with the same pace and the same gap between two shots, and then be sure that to remain perpendicular to your subject while moving, and remove any source of glitch, such as moving objects, people, and things like that. I made all the shots with my Mini 3 Pro, but you can make it with any kind of drone as long as it's stabilized and you get the focus, and also with a phone or a DSLR using, for instance, a tripod, or just handling it manually. Once again, if you don't know how to fly legally in France, or you're considering flying in France, here is a video I've made about it. All the shots I made. Let's go back to the studio and start editing. To make this video, you need first your 4 or 5 shots being edited, and then start with the first one you took in Photoshop. So here is my shot, and I'm gonna add all the 4 above it. the first step will be to align the shots with the focus point we've set while shooting. To do that, let's uncheck them all, select the first one, lower down the opacity, and then move from your shot left to align the center of the subject. First one down, let's move to the second one and do the same operation. Select the layer, lower down the opacity, drag the shot here to the left since we've moved left, and align the point of the subject you've decided to stay in focus. Four shots are now aligned. Now, as you can see, there is some part on the right as we've dragged the pictures, which it is going to be missing. So what you can do or either use an AI, or basically what I'm doing, and that's the reason why I'm using 48 megapixel shots, is that I'm cropping the shot and removing all the transparent pixels, and then use the ratio to just move all around the shots and centering it to the subject I wanted to share. If you don't want to have glitches while we're gonna make the 3D video using Premiere Pro, what you need to do is to remove moving subject from your shots. So basically what I'm doing here is first removing this guy under the light, and making that on each shot will help you later and will prevent you from getting any glitch while rendering 3D video. Our full shots are edited. Now we can start looking, and we can start to enjoy the 3D coming nicely. Let's create our animation in Photoshop. Create a new one, add 6. In my case, I have 5 pictures, so I'm gonna add 2 extra more just to be sure that everything is rendered perfectly for the loop. Select the first one, activate first layer, and then go on to 2, 3, 4. And for the last 2 go the opposite way. So 5, 4. Most of our animation is done. Now select all the images, change the timing to about 0.12 seconds, and then you can see it in action while using the spacebar. Basically what we did is making a 3D GIF or GIF, whatever you pronounce it. So let's export it. So export for the web, select GIF format and leave it as it is. Select the location you want to save it and wait for Photoshop to do the export. Now it's the final part of our tutorial. Open Premiere Pro and drag your GIF into it. First, be sure to change the settings of your sequence to match a frame rate of 24 frames per second, and leave it the phase ratio as calculated by Premiere Pro. We're gonna use the magic of Premiere Pro and the optical flow to add the missing frames from the GIF. So basically, how to do that? We're gonna lower the speed of the shot, use a very specific setting of Premiere Pro while lowering. It's called optical flow. Into the drop down, select OK. Basically what Premiere Pro is doing during this time is rendering the video and trying to calculate missing frames and dropping frames into the video. As you saw after the rendering, some parts of the video are remaining still, basically sorry, about the 12 or 7 first frames. So what we do is we need to crop at the beginning and do the same at the end. I think this part is the best one. Then we're gonna create another subsequence, and using the Option key on Mac, we're gonna duplicate it, first one, and then another time to be sure that we are 3 times our clips. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's reverse, since we want to make a loop. Let's reverse the second clip. And export it to be sure that we have the full video. I've tried to nest another times the clips, but the rendering is not that perfect, and basically that's the best way I've found to have my clip smoother and Hypersmooth. Let's check what we are getting so far. Things are coming pretty nicely, right? There is a little glitch with the set hue at the foreground. So once we have our clip exported, remove the 3 subclips and add our exported video to the project. Basically what I want to do on this final step is to change the speed. I just want to increase it a little bit just to make it more realistic. So let's switch the speed about 125%, and I think we are done with this video. All you need to do then is just to add your favorite song matching the subject and export it with the final version. Now it's time to export the final version and to see how the steps we've made are rendering. I know I'm asking it on every single video I'm posting, but please turn on the bell, give me a thumb up, and subscribe to see more drone tips and drone shots. Tell me in the comments here or on my Instagram if you want to know more about other shots and other tricks I'm using with my drone clips. Stay tuned!